Yo, how's it going guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have another Icon Swaps 2 player review on none other than Patrick Vieira, the 23 Icon Swap token Patrick Vieira. He looks, you know what, he looks decent. He looks very, very decent. At the end of the day, whether it's his baby card, middle card or prime card, it is going to be a fantastic card, but is it worth 23 tokens? Is it going to be a better card than Prime Michael Essien? I will hopefully give you an understanding of that in today's player review. What we'll do is we'll start off with the live game and then we'll get into the post-match highlights that I did manage to get with this Patrick Vieira. I've played 5 games with him so far and I'm enjoying him. We'll play many more hopefully for this player review. But if you enjoyed today's video, smash a like down below and subscribe for a lot more FIFA 20 content. Thank you again for all of the support on yesterday's rewards video. Absolutely insane EA mess up, yet they helped my video do so well. But this is the team we have Patrick Vieira in, and I've been using him as a CDM. I think that's his best position, everyone knows that. As for the card though, 6'4" makes Patrick Vieira a unique card on this game. Medium, 3-star, right-footed. Very nice stats overall. We have a shadow card on him, 82 acceleration, 80 sprint speed. He's got 74 finishing, which isn't bad for a CDM. It's not as good as Blanc, who we really loved on the other day. 89 vision, 86 short pass, 85 long pass. He's got 71 agility, 69 balance. Quite poor if you ask me. Reactions 90. That's one of the key things that I've noticed so far. Ball control 84, dribbling 76, composure 92. So unlike Blanc, very nice composure. Interceptions 90. You'd expect so at his height to be massive. Heading accuracy 82, defensive awareness 83, stand tackle 89, slide tackle 84, stamina 85, which is good. It's not exceptional, it's not the likes of Kante level, but it's good. Strength 91, aggression 93, which is absolutely fantastic. This Patrick Vieira card on the market is going to cost you 1,060,000 coins currently on the PS4, 950 to a million on the Xbox, and on the PC around 1.25 million. So, or 23 tokens, so it depends how you are looking at this card. We have him in this team. We're going to play him as a CDM next to Acuna, which is a fantastic card on this game. But let's see if he is worth them 23 tokens that you will have to grind to achieve. Here we go then, the team we are facing today. He's got another fellow Frenchman. He's got Rashford, he's got Aubameyang, Sissoko, Kante. Those two guys I have used for over 500 games. So I want this Patrick Vieira for 23 tokens. However much you place on him, he's a hell of a lot. I want him to be absolutely fantastic for us, and for me to recommend him to you guys, he has to be amazing because that is a big grind. And if you're happy with Kante and Sissoko, will this guy take it to the next level? Let's find out. Vieira up against Rashford, and he steps in already. He steps in, intercepts the ball, and that's just what you expect really. That's the least you can expect from a Patrick Vieira card. He's going to win you the ball so often. Here we go, Vieira on the run. Can he caught up by Thierry Henry? Okay, well, no surprise really. I just sort of expected him to have a bit more strength in that position. Maybe the pace does lack a little. I know it's 80s, but it could be a problem. Vieira is stepping up. He's being that link between, really, that's a poor pass. I was going to say being a link between the attack and the midfield. Vieira up against Sissoko. Easy to read. He is very manoeuvrable. I know I said his pace wasn't fantastic, but he feels quick to actually jockey, and I think that's very important for a CDM on this game. Vieira stepping in. Patrick. His passing is crisp. His passing is very crisp. I feel like that's one thing I need to stress. His passing is, I would say, very composed. And we get it to Aguero. Can't really finish from there. But Vieira did actually make quite an enterprising run if we were to play it back to him. Vieira versus Dembele. He's always winning that ball. He's a presence. I have to say, guys, he is a presence. I know as we get some lag, he is a presence in the team. He's 6'4", he's absolutely massive. Opponents see Vieira and they think, I'm not really going to make many chances. Vieira, can he find that over the top ball to Crespo? Not really. I mean, I didn't really expect it on his weak foot. Baby Socrates, still doing well for me. Nice tackle, Vieira. Gets us on the go. 2 baby icons linking up. Aguero, an icon himself off the post. Very unlucky. Patrick, get back, Patrick. What's his recovery pace like? Up against Aubameyang and Ousmane. it's a tough task. Didn't really step in there. Can he win it? I'm not really pressing B much. I'm just almost jockeying. I feel like that works well with top tier CDMs because they just almost try and... You don't really have to press B. They just seem to tackle it for you. It's quite weird, but it worked there with Patrick Vieira. Socrates has to. What a ridiculous save. Patrick on the edge. What's he like? Ball roll. Can he get the shot? Oh no. It's not like Blanc. I don't think he's as smooth as Blanc. Patrick, he's let that one slide. He has to get it back here, and again, just using LT to almost out-strengthen the opponent's attackers is very nice. Again, Vieira. Vieira. He wanted to get that. He's been megged. I have to switch to Piqué. He's got it back. And he scores. Annoying. Very, very annoying. I feel like we did well enough there. He just bounces back. That's FIFA 20 for you, I guess. Moving Vieira. Is he quick enough to get back? He's a bit slow to turn there, I have to say, guys. He is a bit slow to turn. The change of direction isn't the best for him, and I think that must come down to the agility and balance. If we don't get this ball back, it could be 2-0. So half-time, it looks like 1-0 down, we should be cruising in this match. Vieira has been doing well in the tackling. Feels a bit slow to turn, I have to say. That's one thing I would watch out for with Vieira. If you are sent one way by your opponent, you can't really recover too quickly. So for me, kind of annoying. But we'll see how he performs in the second half. Can we get back into this game? Here we go, Patrick. He needs to be the CDM almost, who you want him to sit back, but you want him to be driving forward as well. Brilliant interception from Thierry Henry. Great tackle on Acuna. He's showing who is the true CDM in FIFA 20, and you see that there. He almost steps back into the CDM position, which if you're looking for a true CDM, I guess, which is Patrick Vieira. Aguero can't finish against Ter Stegen. Can't finish again. I asked for the finesse. Vieira, it steps in. He is fantastic at winning the ball back. Patrick's been... He's dived in there. He wins the ball back. Guys, he wins the ball back so easily. It's almost like his tackles are faultless. It's quite fantastic. It really is something that I haven't really... As he misplaces the pass, it's something that I haven't really experienced too much this year. Vieira up against Kent. Kent's got the tricks. He's done Vieira once. But Vieira just brushes him off the ball. He's huge in game, and that just gives him the strength. Vieira's stepped in. I've tried to win the ball back. I've done it again. I've pressed B, and that's why I don't really press B, guys, because I'm not very good at timing. I'm just almost good at jockeying, and you see how easy you win the ball back when you do jockey with Vieira. You don't really have to put the effort in, and I think that's almost a fault of FIFA 20, but it plays into the favour of these top-tier tacklers. Has to score. Wow. Wow. Wow, and Vieira's missed that. We could be countered here. Carlos to Vieira. Vieira. Nice passing. You can rely on it. You can't rely on Guedes' passing. So you can see that there's definitely some sort of level of really nice passing from Vieira. I don't know what just happened. Vieira, come on. This is clutch moments. Blanc stepped up for us in many moments. Can Vieira do the same? Speaking of clutch, Socrates. I've hit the post twice in the matter of 5 minutes. Oh my days. This game is insane. Patrick, he's left Henry. Nice Vieira. Gets us one more chance maybe. Brushes him off. We need that run from Vieira. We needed that run. We needed a run from the CDM there. Aguero, finish. There we go. We get a much deserved goal. Took us till the 92nd minute. But Vieira, what does he do? He wins the ball back. What doesn't he do? He doesn't make an attacking run. Yes, he's told to stay back whilst attacking. But in the 92nd minute, I need them sort of runs from my defenders. CDMs, whatever. We need it all to go forward. But it is the Vieira. Vieira is a CDM. Fantastic from Aguero. He is very nice. First game using Aguero on the account. But that is going to be it, I think, for the Patrick Vieira review live game when we do kick off. He is probably the cleanest tackler that I have used on FIFA 20. When you go in for a tackle with him, he wins the ball. So guys, what we'll do now is we're going to the highlights that we did manage to get with Patrick Vieira. I will talk about how he played, his pros, his cons, and whether you should actually go and complete this Patrick Vieira for 23 icon swap tokens. So here we go then, guys, into the post-match highlights. So we did manage to get with the 86 rated icon swaps to Patrick Vieira. Now, for me, I have a list of pros, we have a list of cons, and then we'll give the overall rating. I feel like, for me, to get started with the pros, I would say that this card feels very, very determined at winning the ball back for you. It's just one of them things with the Patrick Vieira card, or with these types of CDM cards, like a Kante, Sissoko. They want to win you the ball back. They are true CDMs on this game. The medium work rate feels like a bit of a lie. It feels like he has more of a high defensive work rate, but being said, I think that's a great thing. In a 4-2-3-1, having Patrick Vieira just sat there chilling, even though I was complaining about it in the live game, is a fantastic thing to have for your team and offers incredible balance. I think that if you are lacking a CDM, if you've used Sissoko, Kante, if you've used cards like this so far, and you think, yeah, they're good, but I'd like it just to have someone sat there. I know someone who can sit there for the rest of the year and be my CDM. Patrick Vieira is your guy. He has the determination and he has the reactions. He's absolutely fantastic at reacting to where the ball is going to go. For example, if the keeper saves it, he's the first one there to the rebound, and I think that's a really, really unique thing for the card, because it feels like half my players just fall asleep when there's a rebound, but Vieira is always there, and I love that about the card. I would say that in the tackles, he feels probably the best CDM I've used. He feels so much better than the average sort of cards that I've normally go for. And I think that just makes him absolutely brilliant. You saw in the live game how many tackles I was going in for, how many times he won the ball. It was just so clean and, again, just so reliable. I think that his stats just don't really show... Well, his stats are good, 89 stand tackle, but he feels, honestly guys, like a 97, 98. I haven't used a card who feels as smooth, and I think that comes down to the height of him. He's not tall, he's not small at all. He's 6'4". 6'4" on this game is good. It's not as good as it used to be last year. I feel like height isn't as important, but to have that ability, to have the length in the legs, means that he can intercept more, he can tackle more, he can just reach so many more balls that the normal CDMs on this game won't do. And I think that's why people are still interested in this Vieira, because yes, he might not be as good as like an SCN overall, but it's Vieira at the end of the day. He has the physicality of a Patrick Vieira in game. So for me, the height has to be another advantage. He wins so many headers. I didn't really win too many headers with other players because it just feels like it always favours the attackers. But when you have Vieira, there's no excuses for your opponent's attackers to be winning the ball. He wins everything in the air, so that's really good. Strength 91 is fantastic. Aggression 93. As I said earlier, he always comes out with the ball. It feels like the other day, sorry, it felt like with Blanc, he'd go in for a tackle, the tackle would be there to be won, he'd do a good tackle, but he wouldn't get the ball. This Vieira, you just saw there, he smashes my opponent to the ground. He will win you the ball no matter what, and I think that's really important with a Patrick Vieira card. So tackling wise, everything like that is great. Passing is fantastic. I enjoyed his passing on either foot. His weak foot feels decent, even though it's a 3-star. And overall, it was a great experience with Patrick Vieira. My first time owning any of his cards, so we can't get away with some of the downsides. I have to say that 85 stamina, it's good, but it's not the best for a CDM. It looked like at the end of that game there, Acuna had a lot of stamina left, Vieira was lacking. So in games in FUT Champions, going all the way might be a problem, but the way he plays, where he just sits back, it feels like it should be fine. It should be fine, but that's just a small thing to look out. You saw there where Vieira made a mistake and he scored a couple of clips ago. I feel like that comes down to the agility of 71 and the balance of 69. He can't turn quickly at all. He cannot turn quickly, and I think that's a massive problem with the card. When you can't turn quickly, like a Kante, I feel like can turn really quickly. You make a mistake, Kante is there to cover the second chance. Vieira, you cannot do that. You have to make sure that you win the first tackle. Luckily, Vieira normally does win the first tackle, but it feels like that agility and balance, it is quite disappointing. But yeah, it's just one of them things with a Patrick Vieira card, I guess, especially with the baby card. Another thing is that although his pace is good, 80s, I think it's again the stamina, again the balance and the agility, it impacts the pace. It does impact the pace, and As a beautiful pass by Patrick Vieira. I just have to highlight that one. That is fantastic. I was live streaming and I was like, someone said, is Vieira good? He played that pass. I was like, hell yes, he's good. He's fantastic. But just to summarise Vieira, he is expensive, very, very expensive, icon swap token wise and actual coin wise. And you can get a very similar output from the likes of Kante, who's under 200,000 coins. So for me, personally, if you're looking for that Vieira type of player, if you've never used Vieira and you really are insistent on trying Vieira, go for it. I wouldn't say don't do it. You won't be disappointed with the card. But will you have a better output from Essien? Potentially. He might be more meta, the prime card especially. I feel like overall, this Patrick Vieira gets a rating of an 8.8. He lacks in a few areas. I cannot wait to try his prime card. Hopefully in draft, his medium card, whatever it is, I would just love it. But guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you very much if you did make it to the end. I'll see you all later.